Hi, everybody. Welcome to this masterclass. Please, before I do anything, please say something in the chat just to let me know that you can hear me and you can see the slides and you can see our face. So can you just type something like yellow? Just type yellow, please, and I'll know that you can see me and hear me. Just before I say a lot of things and nobody can see. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, great. So seems to be working. Great. So thank you so much for being here and joining our masterclass. This will be recorded on YouTube, so you can always watch it later on and share the link with any of your colleagues that couldn't join live today. So the masterclass is about how to take your teaching to the next level and how to win the competition that is running in September. There will be plenty of time for questions, but let me get started by introducing our little team. So you can see all of us on the screen here. So that's me, Flavia, that's Caro, that's Daniel, and Marta. We're all here to help you go through GoStudent Learning and make the most out of this new tool that GoStudent has made exclusively for you. So just very quickly, my name is Flavia. I have been with Seneca. I'll tell you what Seneca is since the very beginning, since 2017. It's been a really long time. I have a PhD in cognitive neuroscience, and I used to be a teacher in Brazil, where I'm from. And then we also have Caro, who is our manager for Austria and Germany. And a very cool thing about Caro is that she's one of the original GoStudent tutors. So she joined in 2019, which is really cool. So probably before most of you joined, which is really great because every time that we are creating a new feature, we can ask her, so would this be helpful for tutors? Would they like this? Is this useful? So we can really make sure that everything that we create is really, really good for tutors because she has the experience as a GoStudent tutor. Then we have Daniel, who is our manager for Spain. And Daniel has a lot of experience with teaching in Spain, in other countries, lots of degrees. So we can always make sure to count on him so that our product is very, very good for teaching. So we use great techniques, great strategies like scientifically proven techniques that really, really help students to learn and help tutors to teach. And then we have Marta, who is managing Italy and France. Marta speaks like 25 languages. She has lived, worked, and studied in different countries. So, a very good thing about working with Marta is that she can make sure that everything we do across the countries, cross countries, is equally good because she can really understand the perspective of different cultures, different languages, different countries. So, we have a very cool team here at GoStudent Learning, and we're really trying to make the best for you as tutors. So I'm going to just remove them from the screen, but they are here. So if you have any questions at any time, just use the chat on YouTube. You can ask the questions in English. I'm speaking in English, but you can also ask your questions if you are not comfortable speaking English, in German, in Spanish, in Italian, or in French, and one of us will answer your questions as soon as possible. Great. Yeah, so anytime, feel free to type your questions and we'll get to answer them. Cool. So, type the wrong thing. So let's get started. So I told you that I have been working at Seneca since 2017. So what is Seneca? Seneca is an ed tech company from the UK that has an adaptive learning platform that uses neuroscience and artificial intelligence to boost learning. Our mission is to make learning fun and effective for every child, and we really do that. So Seneca is used by over 10 million people, which is really, really cool. So I've been here since 0 users, and now we have 10 million users, and we have like scientific studies published showing that Seneca works. We have 10 million people giving testimonials every day that it really, really works, and that's students, teachers, and parents. So that's us. And then we have GoStudent. As you know, GoStudent is a personalized one-to-one tutoring that unlocks the potential of every child. It also has the mission to be fun and effective, and it's also used by 10 million people. So when we combine the two, we got to GoStudent Learning. So GoStudent Learning is an AI-optimized teaching and learning tool with exclusive features for tutors. So we took the best things from Seneca and the best things from GoStudent, and we created GoStudent Learning for you. In terms of content that you can use with your students, I'm not going to read all of that because it's in several different languages, but we have a lot of content very, very specific for each country. So if you are in Austria, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, or the UK, you will find content for different subjects, year groups, exam boards, uh, university entrance exams, different types of school. So we have a lot of content, and you can always switch between the regions. When you are on GoStudent Learning, I will give you a demo. You can always switch between different regions, and you'll see everything that we have available for you there. And the way this content works is by following these four principles here. So one, the content is aligned to the local curriculum. So we did not simply translate what we had in the UK on Seneca. We actually created everything from zero. And when I say we, I say the country managers that I introduced to you before. And that's why we have country managers that come from different countries, because everything was created by local teachers, local tutors who really, really understand the local curriculum. And it's always specific to different subjects, year groups, regions, exam boards, etc. The content's interactive and fun. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of practice questions in different formats. Everything is interactive, is engaging. Diagrams, photos, memes, GIFs, animations, everything to make the content engaging and make students enjoy learning and make tutors enjoy tutoring even more. The content's also adaptive and personalized. So as I said before, Seneca and GoStudent Learning are based on neuroscience and artificial intelligence. So we use those two concepts to create personalized learning paths to each student. So if you have 10 students working with you, even if they are taking the same subject, studying the same subject, they will not see the same questions because student A will be better at this and worse at that. Student B will have more challenges with this, but will be doing better with that. So GoStudent Learning will understand that and will create personalized learning paths for each of them. So it's really effective. And we have papers published in scientific journals showing, showing that students that use GoStudent Learning learn 2 times faster. And all the content's automated marking. So everything that the students do on GoStudent Learning is immediately automatically marked. So the students know how well they are doing, anything that they got wrong, anything that they got right, and you know as well. So that's really, really important because it makes your teaching more effective and it reduces your manual work. So you spend considerably less time preparing lessons and marking. If you give your students anything to do, you don't have to mark that anymore because GoStudent Learning does it for you and shows you everything you need to know about your students' progress, which means that the next lesson you'll be able to know what kind of topics you need to recap, to review, what kind of topics you can push students further because they're already doing very well. So this is the content. I'm gonna give you a very quick demo on the content, show you what it looks like. Yep. Yep. Quick demo. In the meantime, if you have any questions, just go ahead and use the chat. So I'm gonna show you everything in English because that's what I'm speaking. But as I said before, if you go on the settings, you just switch to your region and then you see everything in your own language, okay? This is just as an example. So here we are on biology, and this is the topic about the nervous system. So it always will show students or you some notes, so like a summary of that topic. And again, everything is based on the local curriculum, on things that students really need to know. If you click on study, you will see the content in an interactive way. So you'll see the notes again, but one by one so that students can really read them. And then you have questions. I'm just going to click on anything here just to show you what it looks like. But you'll see that we have different styles of questions. It's all interactive. It's all automatically marked. So I see what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. It's all full of GIFs. It's all very engaging, very entertaining, full of diagrams, full of mind maps, photos, everything that helps the students learn. And it's full of questions. So answering questions is the most effective way that somebody can learn something, and that comes from neuroscience. So we really use that on our platform. Students will see lots and lots and lots of questions. We also have an AI supporter here. So if you have any questions or students have any questions, they can also ask directly to our little chatbot called Amelia. And we have, again, more GIFs, several examples to help students learn the content, more questions. Just gonna get to the end. That's another thing, because I'm getting everything wrong, I can see questions more and more. So the platform also adapts to how well students are doing. So if they are doing really well, they are able to finish this more quickly because the platform will understand that they have already mastered this content. Because I am not doing very well, it keeps showing me questions to help me get better. But at the end, I will see how well I did or how poorly I did. And then after that, I have the chance to continue in different styles, different ways of learning. I'm not going to go to all of that because we don't have time, but please go ahead and explore everything here. Okay, so that's a little demo of how the content works. Let me get back to the slides. Again, if you have any questions, just type on the chat. Great. So what are the benefits for you? So I talked about how the content works for the students, how it improves learning, how it uses neuroscience, AI to create adaptive learning paths, all of that. What's the features for tutors? We have 3 exclusive features for tutors. One of them is resource search, then assignment setting, and magic quizzes. So the research search is a very easy way for you to find relevant, top quality resources to use with your students. The assignment setting is a way, very simple, very effective way for you to get them to do things, either as homework, to do between lessons, or in lesson work. And you can see their scores and their progress immediately. And we have the magic quizzes, which are a way for you to create quizzes using AI based on any content that you have that you want to use to create those quizzes. It works with text, PDF, and videos. So what are the benefits of using those 3 features as tutors? So the main, well, not the main thing, but one of very good things here is that all of those will help you to spend less time preparing lessons, correcting things that students have done. So you will continue to spend time obviously in the lesson, but in between lesson, you have to do less work, but you'll be more effective work because everything's ready for you to use. Everything's marked for you. So it really, really, really helps your work, reduces your workload, and makes your teaching more effective. So that's like a extremely good benefit for you to use GoStudent Learning. So all of those 3 will reduce the time that you spend preparing lessons, and will reduce the time that you spend marking things that the students do. Also, it will help you to never be caught off guard by students' requests. So if you are in a lesson and the student asks you something that wasn't supposed to be part of the lesson, and you at the moment you don't really know, that's okay. Just go on the research search for what the students are asking for, and you'll see a whole activity for you to do with them to help your class. Everything is very engaged, very effective, so we have all of those resources ready for you to use. If you use the assignment setting, sorry, I always cough when I'm doing presentations. If you use the assignment setting, you'll be able to boost lesson effectiveness, which will make everybody happy. You will be happier, students will be happier, parents will be happier, GoStudent will be happier, everybody. And speed up your students' progress because students will be practicing a lot in a fun way, in an engaging way, and in an effective way. And you'll also be able to identify areas that students need more help with. And you can create personalized quizzes about any content. So if you have like slides or texts or videos that you normally use with your students, you can turn them into a quiz without any effort. You just upload that to GoStudent Learning, click the button, and that's it. And you can also support shy, less confident students by working through the questions together. So you can use the questions as homework or as in-lesson activities and do it together with your students. So let's do a quick demo of each of those three resources. Let me close that. Right, so the first thing, this is in German, but I think you all recognize this. So when you are on your tutor dashboard, there is a part here that says GoStudent Learning. So to find GoStudent Learning, just click on GoStudent Learning, and then you get to this page, and there's a big button that says Go to GoStudent Learning. That's it. That's how you get there. So you don't need to log in again. You'll be automatically logged in with your GoStudent account. You just click. So it's very easy to get there. And then it's a very simple to use platform. I'm just going to make it a bit bigger. You have the three tools here on the top. So the resource search, again, this is all the English version, but you have specific tools, specific tags, buttons for your local country. So the resource search, like I said, is how you can find relevant content at any time very easily. So you can type here what you're looking for. Or you can even use the filters. And then you'll see everything that GoStudent Learning has about that topic. So if you click on any of them, you will see a preview of what the content is like. So you can use the content, like I said, in class as homework or as preparation for your next class. That's resource search, very easy to use. Either use the filters or just type what you're looking for and you'll find it. And then you have the assignments. A very good thing about GoStudent Learning is that you do not need to add your students here. Everything will be here for you ready. So as soon as you go to GoStudent Learning, all of your regular students will be here listed for you. So there's no admin time for you here. You will just click on the student that you need to see, and you'll be able to give them homework and see their progress. This is it's just a test account, so of course this is not a real name, but let's imagine that you have your Daniel student here. You will see Daniel's name, and once he completes the assignment that you set to them, you will see their percentage, so how well they did. So this is really, really good because you can see there on the topic of Probe in German, they got 88%, which is all right. But then if he got maybe 30%, you'll know that you need to recap that topic with them in the next lesson. So this is really, really valuable information for you. And it's really easy to do. So I'll show you. So I'm going to create a new assignment here. I will just click on create assignment. Again, you have all of your students listed here. This is just my fake one. Select student. You can do magic quizzes, but I'll show you that in a second. First, let's do the normal assignment. You will pick the subject that you want. You can always add more and more, as many as you want. You'll pick what you want, and then you will select what you want them to do. So let's say I want to do this. You can preview. So if you click here, you will open a preview, so you can make sure that you are setting relevant topics. And then you click on what you want them to do. You go on assign, give it a name. You select the start date, the due date, and you create. And that is it. So it will show up here. At the moment it's 0 because the student hasn't completed yet. But as soon as they complete, you'll see the number here. And that's it, done. So like it took me 20 seconds to set an assignment, it will take me 0 seconds to mark the assignment. So that's the assignment feature. And then the magic quizzes feature is when you create a new quiz based on whatever content you have. So Every quiz that you create will be saved, so you can reuse it again and again. But I'm going to create a new one to show you what it looks like. So you click on create a new quiz. You select which age group you want to set that to. Just going to click on anything. And then you can input either PDF, a YouTube link, or text. So I have a random website here open, and I'm just going to get some text from this website. But you can use anything really that you want to set the quiz about. Paste the text. You can go to over 40,000 characters, which is quite a lot. And you click on generate. And then you just wait a few seconds. And you will see that you will generate a full quiz for you to use with your students. Again, takes zero time, zero preparation time, and you end up with a really, really good, high quality resource to use with your students. So there you go. You have a summary. You have several questions. There are the multiple choice questions or blank questions. You can edit the questions. So if you want to add an alternative here, you can. If you want to change the correct answer, you can as well. You can remove a question entirely. You can add a whole new question if you want. So it's like flexible for you. But again, zero preparation time, super awesome resource to use with your students. You'll see their progress immediately straight away. And all you have to do once you're ready with your quiz is assign quiz. And then you get back to the flow that I showed you before. You pick your student, you give it the name, and you set the assignment to your students. Another very good thing about this is that because it's all linked, so your account is linked to their account, you don't need to send them like manually, you don't need to send them the link. If you create the assignment, it will automatically show on their GoStudent Learning account. So everything is really, really admin free for you. Good slides. Back there. So there's a question here from a few, Carmen and Celine, saying that some of your students are not there yet. We have a customer support team on GoStudent that can answer those questions if it's specifically about student A or student B, so they can go into their account and see if there's anything wrong here. But yeah, you should be able to see every student that has opted into GoStudent Learning. They do need to opt in. So that's something that could have happened. Maybe they just said no because they didn't know what it was. So next time that you see them, ask them, and then they would be able to opt in. They just call GoStudent, talk to the customer support team, and they'll be able to set up an account on GoStudent Learning for them to use. So that's probably what's happening. Those students probably haven't said yes to it yet. It's brand new. We only launched it like a few weeks ago, so they may not even know about it. So tell them about it, and then they can do it. Okay. So I get study materials of photos from the student's book. You can feed photos. Yes, you can to Amelia. So the little tutor bot that I mentioned before, you can upload pictures to Amelia, and then it can help you. So it's like a AI chatbot. So if you upload images to Amelia, it will be able to, you can say, please generate a quiz about that, and it will be able to do that. So yes, you can. Yeah, questions, you're asking questions, so keep asking questions, great. And then to finish this presentation, I'll show you how to win the competition. You have very good chances of winning the competition because I'll show you exactly how to win the competitions. And we have 30 winners for those competitions. So the competition is running in September, so it goes until the end of September. No, no. And you just have to show us that you're using GoStudent Learning on a regular basis, and you will be rewarded. So we have 3 prizes, 2 categories, 5 markets, which means we have 30 winners in total, so you have very good chances of winning. The prizes are Tangocards of different values, depending if you're first, second, and third. And we have 2 categories. I'll show you exactly how each of them worked. And the winners are per country or per market. So you are only competing, if you are from Italy, only with other Italian tutors. And like I said, it goes on to the 30th of September. So we will reward the top 3 tutors in each of those 2 categories. So longest study time and most assignments completed by students. Study time is you. So we want to motivate and incentivize you to use GoStudent Learning to prepare for your next lessons and to use that in lesson with your students as well. So that's a little tip that I'll give you, how you can do 2 in 1. You can use it in the class, in the lesson, and also get points for your competition at the same time. And the second category is most assignments completed by students. So I showed you how to set an assignment. You set the assignments to your students, they complete that, and the tutors who have set more assignments that were completed, so the students have to complete. You cannot just set random assignments for nobody. You have to set the assignments to your students and they have to complete them. Those will be the winners. So I'll show you again a very quick demo on exactly how to do those things to get the points for the competition. So the assignment setting is exactly what I said before. So you go on the assignment, you create assignments to all of your students, as many as you think they can do. Again, you cannot set assignments just for the sake of setting assignments. They have to complete them. But you just go click on the student, select the student. You can be click on the assignment, select what you want them to do, give it a name, give it a due date in September. So they have to finish in September. Create, and you just make sure to remind your students to complete that. You can use the Go Chat or whatever other tool to remind your students to complete the assignment, and that's it. Every time that somebody completes an assignment, you get extra points, and you can set multiple assignments to the same student and multiple assignments to multiple students. And in terms of study time, which is the second category, the way I suggest you to do that is 2. One, let's say you are preparing for a next lesson, so you know that you have to work with your students on something. Now I'm in Germany for some reason, but let's say that you want to use GoStudent Learning on biology transpiration. So the important thing here is that you need to be on the student platform. So when you go on resource search, you type the resource that you want to look for, and then you will have an option see as a student. So you have to click there. So that's a very important thing. The other tutors who are not watching this masterclass may not know, but you will know, so you get more chances to win this. You have to click on see as a student, and then you get to this page. You can always go back to the tutor platform, but as here, every time that you complete a session, you'll get more points. So you can complete the session as preparation for your next lesson. Or, and that's something I think is really, really good to use, you can share your screen during the lesson and then do this together with your students. So if you are teaching them about transpiration, you can go through those slides and questions with your student in class. And that means that you'll be helping them to understand that, because this is all effective, correct, relevant content. And at the same time, you'll be getting points for the competition. So win-win for everybody. So that will be my recommendation. Use the resource search before the lessons to prepare, but also use it during the lessons. Share your screen and complete the questions with your students. And then if they get this wrong, you can use this to explain why is this wrong, why is this correct. That's it. Just remember that you have to be on the student view, so you have to click on see as a student. We can always go back to the tutor platform at any time. So let me show you. So here it says try as a student. So this is the button that I was looking for. So if you just go here, it will not count. You have to go and try as a student, which means that you have to see the whole full interactive view. So it's even better for the students. So you click on try as a student, and here it will count for your study time if you do this between lessons or during the lessons while sharing your screen with your students. And that is all I wanted to share with you today. We do have times for questions, and I want to remind you that this webinar, the same link on YouTube, as soon as we finish the live stream, it will become a normal video, so you can always watch it. So if you need a reminder, just go. And I really, really recommend you to to GoStudent Learning still today. Go on the Tutor dashboard, go click on GoStudent Learning, and then you can really explore and practice for yourself. As soon as we learn something, the quicker we practice that something is better for our learning. So just finish this today, go there and check it out, explore the 3 features, and set assignments to your students, talk to them the next time you see them. And that is it. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna put our team back on the screen. Um, so let me put the team back on the screen. Okay, so somebody say you cannot use for English in Italy. We have a lot of resources for English in Italy. Marta, should we actually do a little demo in another language just to make sure that you can see it? So I'm gonna stop my presentation. Stop. Marta, would you mind sharing your screen and then just showing them English, please?
In the meanwhile, Flavia, I think there are some other questions up that
Okay,
you can
I'll
answer
answer them in
whilst
the
I
meantime.
open up.
Okay.
Mhm.
So somebody is asking about WJAC and other exam boards. We do. So to be honest, we do have the majority of resources are for the most popular exam boards in the UK. So AQA, Edexcel, OCR. But we do have resources for WJAC as well. So you will be able to find physics and chemistry. We definitely have WJAC resources. Um, yeah. You ready, Marta? No, okay. So
My
just give
internet
us a
is not
second.
collaborating, sorry, just a
Uh,
moment.
is any of you two with GoStudent Learning open that you can click and share your screen? Just so we see a non-English version.
Yes, sure. So can you see?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so for instance, in this case, if we write English and choose the course, and we should see everything that's available. So without the filters, you have all the materials about different courses for secondary education and bachillerato here in Spain. Same with other subjects.
Yeah, so as you can see on his screen, everything is in Spanish. So not only the content will be in Spanish, but the platform itself will be in Spanish. So you don't need to speak English and your students don't need to speak English to be able to use that, of course.
Yeah, like Marta mentioned, that it doesn't seem to collaborate very fast. But anyway, it's there, it works.
It's definitely there.
I think it's important that you choose the right region first, so that you are in Italy, let's suppose, and then you can look for these courses in Italian. So just type Inglese for, then you choose your liceo, everything that you need it for in the resource search, and then they would appear for sure.
Yeah. Sometimes if you have VPN on, or if you are Italian but you live in Spain, then the platform may start in a different region. So just make sure that you go on your settings and you choose the correct region, and then that will be fine. But yeah, definitely lots of English for Italian. There are more questions here. Is there any way that we can create resources? So you can create the magic quizzes and then edit the questions as much as you want. You can add more questions, you can remove questions, you can edit questions. So yes, you can with that. But the idea of GoStudent Learning is that we want to reduce your workload by giving you thousands and thousands and thousands of ready-made content that has been proofread by specialists. It's completely relevant to the curriculum of the student, the age group, the subject, and it's engaging, and it's entirely based on teaching techniques that we know help. We have like scientific proof that it helps. So that's the idea of GoStudent, to give those things ready-made for you. You simply click and you're ready to use something that you know it's good, it's relevant, it's effective, and it's fun. Can we use it for adult learners? Yes, there is no reason why you cannot use it for adult learners. For now, most of our things are organized according to age groups and subjects, but we are actually working on language courses for adult learners. So the idea is that instead of having, like in Italy, first liceo, second liceo, or in Germany, fünfte Klasse, we will have A1, A2, B1, B2. So you'll be able to select by the level. So we are currently working on that. You can already use with your adult students. There's no reason why, if something is, fifth year, you cannot set it to a 30-year-old student. You can, but we will be making specific courses for adults as well very, very soon. So yes, you can. Then somebody is asking if we have maths exercises and explanations. Yes, we have actually a really good maths platform. Carol, do you want to demonstrate maths? Do you have it open there?
I don't have math open.
I'll open one, but if you can in the meantime, do you think you can? And then I'll answer another question. But yeah, so our maths content is really good because it is infinite. So instead of having just one question with the same numbers, every time that the student answers that task, he will see different numbers. So it's like, instead of writing 2 plus 2, we write it as a code. So that means that we have infinite ways of asking the same thing. So they will be practicing ad eternum. And that really, really means that they will learn a lot of maths. So yes, Seneca, GoStudent Learning is really, really good for maths as well. So you do get very good maths exercises and very good explanations. You can actually go step by step on the calculation, and the platform will correct it step by step. So it's really, really excellent for maths. Somebody is asking, can you show again how to add a task for your student? Yes, we'll get there. We're just finishing the questions first. Another question here about why do we have to share your screen to work with the student and GoStudent Learning? It's not integrated with GoClass. We are also working on integrating with GoClass. So like I said, this is very new. We just launched it less than a month ago, but we are working on integrating with GoClass. That will happen soon. It is in the roadmap. We have developers working on this. So for now, you share your screen. That's the easiest way, but there will be an integration with GoClass soon. Carol, you good to go?
Yep. Can you see everything?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're basically on the same. I'm actually using the same account that Flavia just showed you. So you can just select your topic and then click on the mode, the study mode that you want to try. And then we have different formats and methods. So this is a multiple choice question that you can answer. And then we have the normal calculation rows where you can, if you are familiar with the topic, you can calculate it straight and then just type your answer. If you have no clue or you need a little bit of help, you can get hints step by step and work towards the result. Whatever, I haven't calculated it. And then just go forwards. So you will get another question with other numbers. So you won't run into the case where your students can memorize the numbers and don't need to calculate anymore. So there's an infinite amount of math questions and exercises that you can do with your students actually.
Yep. So they can answer directly like she's showing, or you can go step by step and showing them how to calculate each little part of the equation until you get to the end. And we also, for maths, we have 3 levels always when we create the content, and students only get to the level 2 once they master level 1. They only get to level 3 once they master level 2. So you will never get into a position where the question is too easy or too hard for your student. You'll always be proper for their level. Great. So I'm gonna share again and just show you how to set an assignment again, because somebody is asking to repeat that. So need you there. Right. So these again, Tutor dashboard. Click on GoStudent Learning. Click on the big button. You'll get to this page. Go on assignments. Select create assignment, and then you select the student that you want to set the assignment to. And then you can select either create a magic quiz or use one of the thousands of resources that are already there. You pick the subject that you want, and you just click. You can set as many as you want. You show you a little preview of how long it's going to take to complete the assignment. And then you click on assign, give it a name, select the start date, the due date. To win the competition, it has to be in September. Of course, you can use it, you should use it forever, but for the competition specifically, the due date has to be in September. And then you create. And that's it. Once the students respond, you immediately see the results here. So that's how you do another task. And then there's somebody else asking about explain the theory. So GoStudent Learning is focused on practice because we know from neuroscience that that's the best way to learn. Reading something over and over again is less effective than answering questions about the content. That's why we focus on questions. But when you are on the content, there is an option to see just the summaries. So if you don't want to go through the questions for whatever reason, you can see only the notes, only the summaries about that content. So you can do that. You have the option. If for whatever reason you don't want to go through the questions, you can do that. So somebody's saying you cannot share your screen when teaching on your iPad. Yeah, well, I don't think I can help with that. But yes, you can use the tool. You just won't be able to use it during the lesson sharing screen. But you can still set the assignment. You can still use it to prepare for the lessons. So you can definitely use it. You just not able to share the screen, but that's not a problem at all. You can even set the assignment for your student to do during the lesson, so they will do it on their laptop, and you will answer them and help them on your laptop, talking to them. So you can definitely use it even if you are not able to share screen at the moment. Not a problem. We also have a speech here. So if you have any students who have dyslexia or have trouble reading for any reason, you can click here and it will read it out loud for them. That's also nice. Yeah, so if you're not seeing students on the list, it's probably because they have not said yes to GoStudent Learning. It's a very new product that we just launched just a few weeks ago. So next time you see them, talk to them to get in touch with GoStudent, or maybe you can get in touch with GoStudent on their behalf, not sure, and just ask them to get GoStudent Learning for them, and then they will show up on your account. That's probably why. But yeah, we do have a GoStudent Learning customer support team to help you with any questions about, like any technical questions like that. Great, so it's been already 48 minutes, so we can stop the presentation. Marta, Daniel, Carol, do you want to add anything else? Anything I missed? Any final remarks?
My GoStudent Learning has just started working, so I wanted to show you very quickly what I meant.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Make sure that you are in the right region. So here, this is the main page. What you want to make sure is that up here in region, you are in Italy or wherever the country you are working from. And then for the English bit, then you can just type here inglese. And then you have everything that's available on it. Or also, as Flavia explained, you can use all the filters and filter it using that. And you have all your results. Okay.
Nice. And yeah, just the final question, lots of people asking. It is an additional subscription for your students. You have to contact GoStudent to see exactly how much it costs. But yeah, it's something that they have to add on to their current lessons. But it's worth it, I promise. And it's really not expensive. I don't know exactly how much it is, but it's definitely not expensive. And it's worth it because they get, again, thousands and thousands of resources. They get an AI chatbot to talk to 24/7, and you get to set assignments, resources, and all of that. So it's very helpful and very much worth the whatever costs they have for that. Great. So yeah, I hope that was useful for you. Thank you so much for joining, and good luck on the competition. Remember that the competition is in September, so start now, and good luck. And if you have any questions, there is a customer support team. But if you do have specific questions about like GoStudent in general, you can get in touch with us directly. That's no problem at all. So our emails are our names at seneca.io. So Flavia at seneca.io, Marta, Daniel, Caroline, right? Caroline at seneca.io. And if you have questions about Italy, Spain, France, or Germany and Austria, just get in touch with us. Thank you so much, and I'll see you sometime in the future. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ciao.
Bye bye.
Bye.